The case against a 40-year-old man alleged to have raped a 16-year-old boy on New Year's Day will sit for a formal bail hearing in the Frankfort Magistrates Court today. Now, previously, the prosecution indicated that it might be adding more charges against him. The suspect was arrested on the 7th of January. The matter comes to court a day before the first Government of National Unity Government State of Nation address. And with GBV declared South Africa's second pandemic, we use this matter as a case study which also casts the light on the abuse of the boy child, which often goes unreported. SABC News reporter Kamogelo Seekoei has more. Kamogelo, good morning. So quite a pivotal case, this one. And if you could perhaps just take us back to the background to the story and, of course, how proceedings are expected to run today.
Well, good morning to you, Leanne, and to the viewers. We were here 2 weeks ago when we expected that there will be a bail application in this matter. From what we learned the previous time is that on the day in question, which is on the 1st of January this year, the young man who is 16 years old was actually visiting a friend of his, and it was at this particular place where the accused started giving him alcohol, and at a later stage then told him to come to his workplace. What we understand is that he is a mechanic in Frankfurt, and he invited him to come and help him with some errands at his workplace. What we also understand, or what the viewers need to understand about Frankfurt, is that it is a particularly small farming town with a population of about 38,000. And with the unemployment rate being so high and a lot of families not having people who are breadwinners, young people are taking odd jobs from various establishments just to be able to feed their families. So in essence, this is what happened in this particular matter. So as soon as this young man arrived at this place, police report that there was an incident. What we found bizarre was that they didn't actually say anything in their statement in detail to say there was a rape or a molestation or an alleged rape or alleged molestation that happened. We actually had to call the police just to find out from them what incident in detail happened there, and they did confirm to us that there was an alleged rape that happened to the young man. But I do have with me the founder of the Sofora Ntombela Foundation, who happens to also be the former premier of the Free State, just to talk to us about these incidents. This is a small farming town, you know, and what we heard from the community when we were here the last time is that this is not the first time that this is happening, not particularly to the young men, but these are cases that are often reported and they don't go anywhere. Can you just talk to us about that?
Thank you very much, Kamo, and good morning, viewers. Kamo, this is a very sad story because now it is becoming out of order. It is becoming a crisis. You know, this thing that is called gender-based violence, it is really a pandemic that the president has said it's a pandemic. And I feel if you're not going to stand up as the community and do something about it, I am telling you, Kamo, our children are going nowhere. So this case indeed is not for the first time we hear about these cases, and we are trying our level best to, to come and, and come to court and do all those things. But it just don't stop. It doesn't stop. All the time it's coming out. And I will not be shocked at the end of the day, the very same gentleman, the very same victim is going to be released on bail, and very simple, that's the thing. I think the problem is there with our judiciary. We cannot go on. They're getting a very simple bail, and, in jail, they enjoyed to be in jail. Everything is fine for them in jail. So others are even saying it's better for us to be in jail than to be outside. So we must stand up and fight this thing.
We are expecting the president to address the nation tomorrow. And like you've rightly said, gender-based violence, abuse of children is really a pandemic in the country. What message would you like the president to give to us, to give us confidence that the country is dealing with gender-based violence?
I can be so very much happy if the president come out with a very harsh, strong words and long sentencing about this thing, because this thing, it is really destroying us. For for a guy to kill your child and get a bail of 5,000, it is really not right. So our judiciary is really, really failing us. And our police, some of our police don't take this thing seriously. They must start now to take this thing seriously, because this thing is destroying the nation. It is not only here, it is all over. Kamu, if here in the Free State we have 3 institutions of the children who are in conflict of law, all 3 of them, only boys are there. We don't have girls. Our young boys under the age are there, not girls. And most of them, if you go and communicate with them, you must go and visit them. They will tell you, all of them, I was raised by a single mother. All of them just go tomorrow. All of them are raised by single mothers. They don't know their fathers. So they want to revenge and all those things. But something is just not right. So the president must start now to really, really take these things serious. Otherwise, all the things that he is trying to do, they won't even assist us, because our children are dying with drugs, our children are dying with GBV. We must stand up and do something about this thing.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Sisi Ntombela there, the former Premier of the Free State and the founder of the Sephora Ntombela Foundation, which is doing the real work on the ground, just addressing issues of gender-based violence, feeding the community, helping those single mothers that she's now talking about who are raising families in these small farming communities. And she's coming out really hard to say the president needs to talk to the nation and give us confidence about the issues of gender-based violence, increase sentencing, and make sure that all of these things are addressed, and gender-based violence and the abuse of children in particular comes to a stop.